Kush's movie review.
This week's movie review is Working Man, which is a movie based on a 2014 novel, Levon's Trade by Chuck Dixon, screenplay by Sylvester Stallone, starring Jason Statham as Jason Statham. Let me guess, something bad happens to Jason Statham or one of his loved ones, and he goes on a murderous rampage. And considering it's called A Working Man, I'm going to say he stars an electrician with an ironically short fuse.
That's the next Jason Statham movie, but that's wildly close. So it almost made except for the fact you got the career wrong. I was about to say 3 out of 5. Thanks for stopping by,
Damn.
and that would have
I
been our
mean,
review.
it stars Jason Statham and it's written by
Yeah,
Sylvester Stallone. You know the type of movie it's going to be.
the biggest surprise in this was finding out Stallone got his fingers on it, and I don't know if
Pretty
this was
cool.
a role that he was supposed to play like a decade plus ago, or what the deal is. But yeah, this is a working man. It's rated R, 1 hour and 56 unnecessary minutes. We'll get into that a little bit later. Directed, written, David Ayer, again, assist by Sylvester Stallone, and then this is based on old Chuck Dixon's Levon's Trade, as you say. Also, fun fact, Chuck Dixon, responsible for the character Bane in Batman.
No.
This
Just the
guy
facts,
created
man.
Bane. I don't know
Wow.
how that's a thing, but his whole IMDb is just created by Bane, created by Bane, created by Bane, creator of Bane, creator of Bane. Like, uh, and then he did this thing called Levon's Trade. Anyway, starring Jason Statham, another Jason Fleming who plays a Russian mafia guy, very scary stuff, and then a young Ariana Rivas. She's fine. So, but yeah, this is a Jason Statham movie. You know what you're getting as you walk into the door and the lights go down. Like this isn't Othello. This isn't a Shakespearean novel. It's Jason Statham. He's a blue collar worker. He's a
Oh,
man of the people. He's got respect, and he's a construction worker.
hmm.
And he's got a very troubled past.
Oh.
Former military guy, did some things he's not very proud of, and now he's trying to get himself straight in this new life. And oh, there's a weird grandfather-in-law and a baby. She's like 7 or 8, whatever. But there was a family man, and mom's passed on, and so there's this weird custody thing happening way off to the side here. Meanwhile, Statham is working on a construction site, and very close to the owners of the business. Like, you picked me up when I was at my lowest, and you dusted me off, and you gave me a new life, and you are my family. And well, their daughter gets kidnapped one night, and we'll get into the unnecessary part of the story here. This movie could have been an hour and a half. It would have been fine at an hour and a half. But then we get scenes where uh, uh, the father, I forget, Luis Peña, I think, yeah, he comes in and he's just like, Jason Statham, they kidnapped my daughter. I know you're a former Green Beret. Please find her. And he's like, I don't do that anymore. And you're like, what?
The
What
end.
do you mean? And 2 scenes will happen, and then he comes back. He's like, all right, I'm gonna look for your daughter. And then he does. So it's got a few unnecessary scenes like that. Again, the
Well,
daughter does
you're
get
telling
kidnapped.
me that Jason Statham doesn't do an amazing regional accurate accent. He just he just talks like this, like he talks in every fucking movie.
Yeah, that's his voice, I imagine.
Shock. Shock.
And yeah, he's a British U.S. Green Beret guy. I don't know. There's a whole thing with the patch where it's got the Great Britain flag and the USA
And the
flag
stuff.
together. And yeah, it's anyway. Um, daughter was no slouch. That's Miss Rivas, Ariana Rivas, and the entire time she doesn't know that Jason Statham's coming for her. She is no, that's not even on her mind, but she is doing everything she can to escape. Not very good at succeeding, but at no point is she ever just sitting on her ass going, "Why me? Like she's not a do nothing bitch. She does everything she can to be a strong character and a survivor. Um, they of the extended 24 minutes that we didn't need, they could have actually given her more screen time. I'll just put it at that. But at one point, she becomes such a pain in the ass for her captors that they're like, "All right, we got to kill this bitch." And as they're getting ready to kill her bitch and taking their sweet time to kill a bitch, and then a phone call comes and it's like, "Yeah, don't kill that bitch. We got one more job for her." And they're like, "All right, I guess we got one more job." But like, we just burned 15 minutes on this. It was just like, fucking what? Oh, God damn it. Big theme this year. Ordinary man with a special set of skills. I think this is the fourth one of these we've done this year, Mike. Not going to be our last. But when Jason Statham is on the case, it's nothing we haven't seen before. So yeah, it's unsure of itself. And then again, David Ayer directed this. This is David Ayer's second Jason Statham movie. Um, I don't know what David Ayer did to piss whoever off, but he's better than this movie deserves. Uh, However, since we are here, I like David Ayer cartoons. Like this is every bit of a cartoon. This could have been a G.I. Joe movie. Like shit, give David Ayer the next G.I. Joe movie. Let's see what he does with that. I don't know what has happened since Bright. Something happened with Bright, and then all of a sudden he started making schlock. Um, a cat. Best thing I could say about A Working Man is I would like to now go back and watch Academy Award winning Suicide Squad, also directed by David Ayer. But anyways, The Beekeeper was better. This is fun, but it drags. I should give it a 2, but I'm going to give it a very low 3 out of 5.
Sounds very similar to the plot of Last Blood,
Oh, yeah, yeah, you're not wrong.
which is fun. So there you go. Working Man, 3 out of 5. Check it out if you like Jason Statham doing Jason Statham things.
Yeah, if you like Jason Statham, it delivers Jason Statham. Yeah. There's a very weird scene at the beginning. I know the review should be over, but couple heavies are roughing up one of Jason Statham's crewmen, and so he intervenes. Um, I don't know how often gangsters are showing up on these construction sets, but Statham just has a shotgun stashed away and just pulls it out. Literally, it's like, all right, everybody get out of here. It's just like, no, like he didn't take the shotgun with him to intervene. Like he got on site, he beat a couple people up, and then he pulled a shotgun that was hidden like behind a bag of cement or something. It's like, what is happening on these construction sites, Jason Statham? Seems like a stressful environment.
Oh yeah. Well, when I first saw the title of this movie, I couldn't stop but think of Dusty Rhodes' old music.
Okay.
He's just a common man, working hard with his hands. Here he's a American dream. R.I.P.
That's all, folks.
Pay me off, Johnny.